Hi there. This is Dave Shine again. I'm here doing kind of a special edition of the blog from my basement. The basement is like my office way up in the attic. It's another place where I kind of like to putter. I like to putter a lot. Today I am I'm in the middle of fixing a guitar, an acoustic guitar, an Epiphone DR, I think it is, that was left out in the trash down the street. There was a couple who apparently had a disagreement, and one or both of them took it out on their acoustic guitar, and the neck was snapped off just by the tuning just below the tuning pegs, and right above the nut. For those of you who know guitar anatomy, the nut is it's like a little bridge at the very top of the neck where the strings go through to separate from the fingerboard just before they go to the tuning pegs. And so the nut was missing, the neck was snapped, the fingerboard's relatively intact. It looked like somebody tried to fix it, or it had been previously beaten on. I'm going to show it to you in about 2 seconds. A little more than two, about 2 minutes. So this guitar was really badly beaten on, but the body is generally in pretty good shape. The neck was snapped, the nut was missing, some of the inserts that go around the tuning pegs are still missing. I haven't replaced those yet. Some of the pegs in the bridge were missing, and the bridge itself is the bridge piece of wood that makes the bridge is missing. And the face, as you will see in a second, was really smashed up. I have already started to do some work on it. I have already started cutting parts of the face of the guitar away. Part of the interior structure that goes behind the face has already been as smashed as well. But here's the guitar. It's an Epiphone DR, or Epiphone PR, and here it is. Give you a full kind of look at it. As you can see, that's my Dremel sitting on top of it. It was pretty well smashed in through here. Looked like somebody stomped it. And in here, and the pick guard is also partially smashed. The detail, the trim around the I can't remember. I don't know my guitar around the sounding hole. That's what I'm going to call it, for lack of a better term, is intact. The face of the guitar was smashed just before it. You can see that piece right there. That's part of the structure, the interior, the skeleton of the guitar itself. I'm going to make a cut. I've got to replace, as you can see, there's the face of the guitar. I've got to replace pretty much everything from here all the way around. All this is going to have to be replaced all the way around to here. I'm going to make another cut across here. So once I get this body part off, the face of the guitar, this half of the face of the guitar, I'm going to, I have some oak ply, I'm going to do this guitar in oak plywood, which is not really what, it's going to change the sound of it. It should make it a little higher. It'll be structurally be really good, and it'll be interesting to look at. It'll be kind of a Franken guitar. The original wood here, and with most guitars, is a looks like a fir plywood, and there are no knots in it, and it's very clean. And so I'm going to really change the tone. The oak is probably not going to resonate as well. It'll still be, it'll give it it'll have a less depth to the tone, because oak is denser and it won't vibrate the same way. But oak is what I have, unless I wait and get some nice fir plywood. I could do that too. I haven't decided. I'll probably go with the oak. But so it's going to be a Franken guitar. I'm not going to replace the whole face, because this inlay here is really nice. I don't want to lose that. So I'm going to cut this piece off, replace that whole bit, and refinish it. The rest of the body, all the way around, you can see it's pretty perfect right here. This is not an old guitar. I would say this guitar is less than 10 years old, if not just a couple years old. I mean, it's otherwise in really good shape, except for, as we move up to here, you can see this is, I should put like little electrodes on this, because this is definitely going to be a Franken guitar. Up by the neck, You can see there's the glue. It was the person who had it at some point snapped the neck. They may have tried to fix it. Oh, that's probably what they did. They probably snapped the neck. I was saying, here I was jumping into conclusions. I thought it was a lover's spat. It still may have been, but it looks like the neck snapped here, and you can see this stuff that looks like honey is a wood glue, but they didn't use it just wasn't sufficiently strong, so it snapped again right on that spot. What I did was I used liquid steel, an epoxy, which is, it'll be a harder bond than the rest of the wood. I'm pretty sure this is going to hold. Pretty sure. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure. And I'm going to take and I'll clean all this up. And if we turn the neck around so you can see the back of it too, you'll see what I'm doing with the other side. You can see it's pretty messy right now, but that should clean up pretty well. I'll grind out the excess glue and then put some coats of varnish on it and sand it out, and it'll be nice and pretty when it's done. This guitar, I'm not sure. Epiphones. This is not Epiphones. Run about $200 and up. Well, they have a couple models for like $6 grand, but $5 or $6 grand. But I don't think this is one of these. This is probably a low middle end Epiphone, and but it's a nice solid guitar. And I have a guitar upstairs. It's an old Hopf, H-O-P-F. It's a German guitar, and it plays pretty well. It needs a little bit of work too, which I might have the confidence to do on that after I get done working on this. But I might strip that one and refinish it. This finish is all crinkled. But that's me and the Epiphone guitar. And I'll do another post when I've got all my repairs done and I'm starting to put it back together. I'll post this again. And here's my daughter Prudence. She offers moral support while I'm down here working on this. And this is a great I'm so glad this project kind of dropped in my lap. I just saw it down the street the other day, and thought, I could really use a guitar. I looked it over, looked over the pieces, and I think I can fix it. And that's what I'm working on. So this is Dave and Prudence, and we're signing off for today. That's the Epiphone guitar.